Welcome to the quiet waterfront edge of Miami, where warm light moves across the water and every breeze feels like a soft invitation to slow down. Here, inside a mansion shaped by calm luxury rather than noise, Ivanka Trump lives a life built on purpose, family, and quiet ambition. This is where her days unfold far from the spotlight, where discipline meets comfort, and where every space reflects the choices that shaped her success. Today, you are stepping into that world, the home, the wealth, and the graceful rhythm of a life lived with intention. Bright light falls on a Manhattan hospital room in 1981, where a girl named Ivanka begins a life shaped by privilege and pressure. Boarding school weekends turn into modeling jobs, leading her toward business, design, and the sharp turns of politics. Each choice, the early grind, the public storms, the quiet reinventions, builds the fortune and calm Miami life she holds today. Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner's $24 million waterfront mansion on Indian Creek Island appears with the quiet charm of Miami, the very place where Ivanka began living full-time on her 43rd birthday. Sunlight stretches across the clear blue water. Tall trees surround their 1.3-acre property, and a long driveway leads into a modern white home wrapped entirely in greenery, giving their family of 5 rare privacy. The moment you step through the gate, a long, reflecting pool appears like a sheet of glass leading straight to the 2-story facade. Tall palms on both sides make the entrance feel grand yet warm. Standing at the door, you can sense how carefully the couple shaped this home. The crisp white walls, the sharp black trims, and balconies filled with large green plants create a look that is both elegant and inviting. Inside, the open layout is filled with natural light. In the photo Ivanka took with her grandmother, the living room glows in soft cream and white tones, with curved furniture and a table of fresh white flowers. Right next to it, the dining area appears bright and simple. Pink balloons floating gently in the background, a clean rug underfoot, and a modern round light casting a warm glow over the room. It feels like a space made for quiet celebrations and family moments. A corner of the children's room reveals how thoughtfully the couple raises their kids. Shelves full of books, sports gear, a soccer ball, a mini basketball hoop, and a small wooden sign that reads, Theo. The wooden bunk bed brings warmth, and a photo of Joseph playing by the glass door shows how freely the children move around, proof that this house is not only beautiful, but full of life. Step into the backyard, and the large swimming pool becomes the center of everything. The water reflects the Florida sky, while the white stone deck and sun loungers make the whole space look wide and calm. They even added a private spa zone with a sauna, outdoor shower, and cold plunge tub, a retreat built for their daily self-care. The private dock behind the house shows how often the children enjoy water sports, especially wakeboarding, which all 3 love since moving to Florida. From the front lawn to the quiet living spaces to the sunlit poolside, the entire mansion holds the same gentle rhythm. A life that finally slows down, centers on family, and leaves the noise far behind. It is here, in this calm corner of Miami, that Ivanka's days begin and end with a softness she once did not have. And before the peaceful life on Indian Creek began, there was another place, a quiet high-rise apartment overlooking Miami Beach, where her family lived while waiting for their mansion to be rebuilt. That place was Arte Surfside. Arte Surfside Residence, elegant and luxurious high-rise paradise. Before moving into their $24 million mansion on Indian Creek Island, Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner spent nearly 3 years living inside one of the most private and luxurious buildings in Miami Beach, Arte Surfside. The condo they once called home has now returned to the market with a headline-grabbing price of $27 million, and the listing offers a rare look inside the life they lived. The residence spans more than 5,200 square feet, with 4 bedrooms, sweeping windows, and an uninterrupted view of the Atlantic Ocean. Every corner of the apartment reflects the refined minimalism Arte Surfside is known for. Travertine stone walls, white oak floors, and a massive ocean-facing terrace where Ivanka was often seen enjoying the breeze or standing with her children. Privacy is the building's greatest luxury. A private biometric elevator opens directly into the unit, leading to a long gallery of warm stone and handcrafted finishes. The living room stretches along the glass facade, blending indoor softness with the endless blue horizon. It is the kind of space where morning light fills every corner and the sound of the ocean feels like part of the room. The bathrooms feature sculpted stone tubs, walk-in showers, and soft, natural textures, details that reflect the building's reputation for craftsmanship. Every design choice is quiet, elegant, and refined, matching the low-key rhythm Ivanka kept during her time there. What truly sets Arte Surfside apart, however, is the lifestyle surrounding it. With only 16 units across 12 floors, the building offers rare exclusivity: a rooftop tennis court, heated indoor and outdoor pools, a private beach path, a full-service fitness center, a yoga studio, a pet-friendly running track, and a children's playroom. For a family with 3 young kids, the building provided both comfort and security. During their stay from 2021 to November 2023, Arte Surfside became a familiar backdrop in photos of Ivanka leaving for workouts, stepping out for dinners, or spending quiet moments with her children on the balcony. Because paparazzi frequently caught sight of her, she eventually installed special privacy glass around the terrace to shield her family from public view. And when that chapter finally came to an end, the apartment remained exactly what it had been for them all along: a quiet stop between two worlds. It was the place where their children grew a little taller, where everyday routines unfolded away from the spotlight, and where Ivanka found small pockets of calm before moving into the life she lives now on Indian Creek. As the lights of Arte Surfside fade into memory, the home stands as a reminder of a brief, private season that held the family together before moving to their Miami mansion. Before Miami ever became her refuge by the ocean, her story with city living began somewhere else. High above the streets of Manhattan, inside a Park Avenue apartment that reflected a completely different chapter of her life. Park Avenue apartment, Ivanka Trump's former New York home. Before her life shifted toward Miami's warmth, Ivanka Trump lived a quieter chapter in New York inside a corner apartment at 502 Park Avenue, one of the city's classic luxury buildings carrying the Trump name. This residence was once a familiar piece of her real estate portfolio, and one of the places that best reflected her earlier lifestyle before the White House years. Ivanka bought the apartment in 2004 for $1,500,000. The home spans 1,549 square feet and features 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a corner living dining area with views to the north, south, and west. Oak herringbone floors, beamed ceilings, classic molding, and Italian brass hardware gave the space a warm, elegant New York feel, the style she gravitated toward at the time. The kitchen followed the same soft palette, with traditional cabinetry, marble countertops, and stainless steel appliances. The primary bedroom included a marble bathroom, while the second bedroom had built-in closet space for added storage. The building offered full hotel-level services: 24-hour doorman and valet, daily housekeeping and laundry, and a private fitness center. Exactly the kind of convenience Ivanka preferred during her New York years. She first listed the apartment for sale in 2011 for just 1 day. In 2015, she transferred ownership to an LLC she controlled, and later officially listed it again for $4,100,000. When a sale did not materialize, she turned to renting it out, first at $15,000 per month, then $13,000, and finally $10,450. But even with multiple price cuts, it remained vacant. Today, the Park Avenue apartment is only one piece of Ivanka Trump's former property portfolio. But it still tells the story of a different period in her life. Quieter, more transitional, shaped by the rhythm of Manhattan long before her newer chapters in Washington and Miami. And now, let us step into her car collection. Simple, elegant, and closely tied to the life she lives today. Car collection. The first thing that fits naturally into Ivanka's quiet Miami life is a simple white SUV she uses for school runs and early gym mornings. Inside, the cabin is clean and bright, with soft seats and a calm, uncluttered layout that makes every drive feel gentle. The 250 horsepower engine moves smoothly, almost like it is breathing with her pace. Priced around $55,000, the car fits perfectly into the easy rhythm of her days. Steady, quiet, and made for someone who prefers comfort over attention. For the days filled with work, events, or moments when the whole family needed to move together, she turned to something bigger and more secure. The black Chevrolet Suburban has stayed with her for years, through New York winters, Washington workdays, and later the wide streets of Florida. Inside, the cabin is spacious with dark leather seats and a clean, orderly layout that makes anyone feel protected the moment they sit down. Today, a Suburban in good condition costs around $70,000, a car that has stayed with her through countless busy journeys, always quietly protecting and accompanying her when life around her moved too fast. And then came the vintage Chevrolet 3100 pickup, the one she posed with under the open sky of the American West. She first drove it on a dusty trail with her children laughing in the back, the old engine rumbling like a memory from another era. The paint was deep green, the chrome soft with age, and the truck moved slowly, almost thoughtfully. Worth anywhere from $40,000 depending on condition, it is less a vehicle and more a moment. A reminder of summers away from the city and of days when life felt simple, grounding, and real. Together, these cars shape a quiet picture of her life. Practical when needed, gentle when she chooses, and full of small moments that keep her grounded no matter where she goes. And now, let us take a closer look at the wealth behind this calm and steady lifestyle, the choices, the investments, and the quiet financial strength that shape the world she lives in today. Income and net worth. The money story of Ivanka Trump begins with a number that feels almost unreal. $800 million, the combined fortune she shares with Jared Kushner. But that figure didn't appear overnight. It was built piece by piece, from small early steps to massive decisions that shaped their lifestyle today. Her first real earnings came from her fashion line, simple dresses, handbags, and shoes that quietly grew into a business making more than $100 million a year in revenue at its peak. From that, she earned steady commissions, often around $10 million a year, turning her name into an income stream long before she ever held a government title. Then came the family business. At the Trump Organization, she earned a salary, but more importantly, access to deals and stakes that brought long-term value. Over 2 decades, she and her brothers each earned roughly $35 million in salaries from the company. Slow, steady money that built the foundation beneath her lifestyle. Her financial disclosures later revealed something even bigger: the trusts. One trust alone paid her $5 million a year and held more than $50 million in value. Another stake, her share of the Trump International Hotel in Washington, added $3,900,000 more in a single year. And while she never took a salary as senior advisor in the White House, the visibility of that role pushed the value of her brand, partnerships, and future opportunities far higher. On Jared's side, their wealth expanded even further. He earned $1,500,000 from Westminster Management in a single year, and his family's holdings manage more than $7 billion in real estate assets across the country. Together, they became beneficiaries of a business empire valued at $740 million, a number that quietly anchors everything they own today. And when the couple bought land on Indian Creek Island for $30 million, then renovated their Miami waterfront home into the peaceful sanctuary they live in now, it became clear what all these years of earnings were leading toward: a life built on stability, privacy, and long-term decisions rather than quick wins. Put simply, Ivanka's income is not one stream but many: trusts, stakes, real estate, business deals, book earnings, and decades of steady work. And all these sources of income gradually created a solid fortune that allowed her to be confident and in control of her life. With her current success, she has used it to share the values she believes in, from opportunities for women, education for children, to community projects she has quietly supported for many years. Philanthropy. Through the Women's Global Development and Prosperity Initiative, she helped push programs that reached more than 50 million women across Africa, South America, and South Asia. In Argentina and Colombia, she supported projects that trained women for jobs in technology and business. Many told her that learning a skill did more than increase their income. It changed how their families saw them. Her giving also extended to children. Over the years, she contributed more than $2 million to the National Urban League and the Boys and Girls Clubs of America, helping fund after-school programs and safe spaces for students. Another part of her giving happened quietly. She donated half of the advance from her book, Women Who Work, more than $500,000, to organizations supporting working mothers and childcare programs. For her, helping families find steady ground was just as important as building careers. Beyond these public efforts, Ivanka also supported several emergency relief causes during times of crisis. In recent years, she donated more than $1 million to disaster response organizations that provided food, shelter, and medical aid to families affected by hurricanes in Florida and Puerto Rico. In the end, her giving reflects the same quiet discipline she brings to her life: steady, intentional, and focused on helping others rise. Now, let us step even closer to her everyday world, to the quiet routines, the family rhythms, and the small moments that shape how she lives. Personal life. In her life today, Ivanka Trump keeps her world closer, quieter, and centered almost entirely around her family. Most mornings in Miami begin with an early workout and helping her 3 children settle into their school routine. Friends who visit often say she looks calmer now, more grounded, more present. Her days revolve around Arabella, Joseph, and Theodore. She takes them paddleboarding on the bay, helps with homework in the afternoons, and rarely misses their after-school activities. On weekends, the family can be found at the dock, where the children practice wakeboarding while she sits nearby, cheering them on. These simple, steady moments have become the heart of her days. On Instagram, she shares pieces of this life: sunlit photos from her recent trips to Wyoming and Colorado, quiet snapshots of beach mornings in Miami, and warm family pictures of her children laughing, exploring, or celebrating small milestones. Her circle of friends has also grown more intimate. Most are parents she met through school activities or Miami community events. They gather for quiet dinners, birthday parties by the pool, or quick lunches after morning workouts. She travels with intention now. Every trip is chosen for peace and space. Places with wide landscapes, clear skies, and room for her children to run. Nature, sunlight, and quiet have replaced the busy rhythms she once lived with in Washington. Her hobbies have shifted too. She spends more time cooking simple meals, reading in bright corners of the house, and keeping up with wellness routines like Pilates and coastal runs. The pace is slower, the noise is lighter, and the center of everything is family. And as her days settle into this softer rhythm, everything around her seems to follow. The laughter of her children, and the quiet routines she now protects more than anything else. It is a life built with intention, not noise, and every choice reflects a woman who has learned to value calm over attention. If you enjoyed discovering this gentle chapter of Ivanka Trump's life, please leave a like, share your thoughts in the comments, And follow the channel so you never miss the next story about the luxury and meaning behind the lives you love to explore.